Welcome back to season 2 of the Truth and Freedom podcast, where awakening begins with asking the question most people are afraid to ask. I'm your host, Dr. Dan Amzalag, and this is not just another podcast. This is a journey into awareness, courage, and truth. Now, as this is the last episode of season 2, I want to end this last episode with a big bang, and let's call it freedom. Now, freedom is not a location, a salary, or circumstance. Freedom is a state of mind. Is the internal space where you are no longer bound by the chains of fear, doubt, or limiting beliefs. And yet, most of us carry invisible walls in our mind, assumptions, stories, and patterns that tells us what we can or cannot do, who we are, and who we are allowed to become. These beliefs, often inherited or absorbed without questions, shape every decision, every emotion, every reaction. Now, the first step to true liberation is understanding that if your mind is not free, nothing else can be. Beliefs are like software programs running in the background. Most of them were installed when you were young, when your brain was like clay, highly impressionable. Some of these programs were designed to protect you, to help you survive. Others, however, were designed by fear, misunderstanding, or external influence, and they continue to limit you long after their usefulness has expired. The freedom mindset is about recognizing those programs, analyzing them, and choosing which ones to keep and which one to overwrite. Now, the first principle of the freedom mindset is awareness. You must notice the beliefs that run your life unconsciously. Listen to your inner dialogue. What stories do you tell yourself repeatedly? I'm not capable. Or I don't deserve success. I can't speak up. These statements are not truth. They are programs, scripts that you've internalized. And the moment you become aware of them, you begin to take the first step towards liberation. Awareness is not passive observation. It is a recognition that those beliefs are optional, not absolute. The second principle is inquiry. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Whose voice is this really? Does it serve me now? Many of our limiting beliefs are echoes of someone else's fear, someone else's judgment, or someone else's expectations. They were never truly yours to begin with. When you trace a belief back into its origin, you see it is a separate from your identity. And once you see it clearly, it loses its power. Now, the third principle is intentional reprogramming. Awareness alone is not enough. You must replace limiting belief with empowering ones. This is not about blind positivity. It's about truth, aligned beliefs. For example, instead of I can't handle this, you might adopt I'm learning, growing, and capable of handling challenges. Or something like instead of I'm not enough, you might say I'm a whole, evolving, and deserving of abundance. Each new belief is a deliberate choice, a conscious act of liberation. Repetition is key. The mind only rewires through consistent, intentional practices. The freedom mindset also requires detachment from outcome. Many beliefs tie us to fear of failure or need of approval. They tell us if you fail, you're worthless, or if they judge you, you're rejected. Now, this belief imprison us in anxiety and indecision. To be free, you must shift your focus from external validation to internal alignment. Freedom is not about controlling what happened outside. It is about mastering your response from within yourself. When your beliefs are aligned with your inner truth, external outcomes no longer dictate your emotional state of mind. Now, another essential aspect is self-compassion. Old limiting beliefs often carry shame, guilt, and self-criticism. As you reprogram your mind, treat yourself with patience. Recognize that these beliefs were survival mechanisms, not failures. You are not fixing a flaw. You are reclaiming your power. The freedom mindset is gentle, yet firm. It is consistent, yet flexible. It is both rigorous in its commitment and compassionate in its approach. A liberated mind sees challenges differently. Obstacles are no longer threats. There are opportunities to practice resilience and reinforce empowering beliefs. Fear becomes information rather than a stop sign. Criticism becomes data rather than condemnation. Setbacks become feedback rather than evidence of inadequacy. When your beliefs are aligned with truth, your perception shifts and your life begins to reflect that alignment. The final key is ownership. You are the architect of your mind, the curator of your beliefs, and the author of your narratives. No system, person, or circumstance can dictate what you think or believe unless you allow it. Taking ownership means accepting responsibility for your inner world without blame, without excuses. It means actively choosing your belief, your thoughts, and your perspective, moment by moment. This is the essence of mental freedom, autonomy over your mind. So when the freedom mindset is fully embraced, life transforms. You act from clarity rather than reaction. You move with purpose rather than habit. You speak from integrity rather than obligation. You no longer live under the weight of fear, limitation, or conditioning. And the extraordinary truth is that the mind, once liberated, shapes reality. The quality of your inner world becomes the blueprint for the quality of your outer world. So, the next time you feel stuck, anxious, or limited, ask yourself, which beliefs are running me unconsciously, and which of them serves me, and which do I need to release? What new beliefs do I want to cultivate that align with my truth? Because every conscious choice to reprogram your mind is a step towards liberation. Every thought that you reclaim, every assumption that you challenge, and every story you rewrite is a brick removed from the cage and a step into freedom. True freedom begins in the mind. It is claimed not by circumstances, not by money, not by status, but by conscious choices. You are not a passive passenger in your life. You are the driver. And the moment you reprogram your beliefs to serve your highest truth, you finally understand what it means to be fully awake, fully alive, and truly free. So I hope that you've all enjoyed this insightful episode as much as we did, and stay tuned for season 3, as we will explore more provocative thoughts about truth and freedom in our society and learn how to take control of your own life before you let others take control of yours. Until then, my friend, stay awake, stay grounded, stay free, and looking forward to having you back to our next season.